What's up YouTube, it's YuGiOh here, and today we're back with another different summoning for my beginner series on teaching you guys how to make special summons and teaching you the game of YuGiOh. Today we're going to talk about the XYZ summon. XYZ are these black cards, and what makes them unique is that you need two monsters of the same level, and depending on the level will determine the rank. So as you can see, these have 4 stars, but these are not levels. As I just mentioned, they are called ranks, and ranks are very different than levels. And if, like, let's say a card says I think it was Gravity Bind, if it says like level 3 and lowers can't attack, because this doesn't have a level, it is still fair game. But because it is rank 4, it would require level 4 monsters. This is my XYZ deck, but I think that it's really easy to handle. It's good for beginners and for long-time players, but it is the Automat YuGiOh deck, and there's some enough about that. Let's talk about how it works. So how it works is you'll need two monsters of the same level on the field. So we have 1 level 4, 2 level 4s. Now, some will say you need more than 2. Some won't even give you much of a number, but yeah. So YuGiOh, so we're just going to use this as an example. This monster requires 2 or more level 4 monsters, which means these 2 meet the requirement. So what would happen is that you would stack them on top of each other and put them in a zone that you'd want to put them in, that you would want the monster in, and you would attach and you would summon it on top. So it would kind of look like this. Some people put it like this, some people just like that. I like it like this, that way I can keep track of how many materials it has. And like, let's say you want to use its effect. Most effects for XYZ monsters would require you to detach. So what you'd simply do is just take the card out from underneath and put it in the graveyard. XYZ monsters, in my opinion, are very fun, especially the rank 4 spams. Not everyone thinks it's good, but I'm not everybody. And then there are cards that are rank ups. There's a card called AA Zeus, or Downward Magician, where basically you'd take an XYZ monster and you would use that and its material as materials for the next card and basically just play it on top. There's also another easy example, and the other deck that you can like the most common is numbers, specifically Utopia. Now I know this is a little beat up, please don't mind that, but it's the effect of the ranked up monster. So if you want to read, it says you can also XYZ summon this card by using a rank 4 Utopia monster you control as material. Transfer its materials to this card. So what that means is if I overlay and summon my Utopia, I can overlay that as well and go into my ranked up monster, and the materials stay, which is awesome. But yeah, and so there's a lot of fun XYZ decks out there. in my opinion, the top one is YuGiOh. But there's a bunch of others as well. Now, around this time is the introduction of a specific card called not cards in specific, but a type of card. This is an unofficial term, but it is called a hand trap. Now, this specific one was not released during the XYZ period. That would be Effect Veiler, if you want to look that up, by all means. But how it works is it is a quick effect, meaning you can activate it during your opponent's turn, allowing you to discard it from the hand and negate a monster on the field's effect till the end of the turn. Now, Veiler is pretty broken, so is a lot of different hand traps, depending on how you use them and when they are timed. But this is probably the most iconic hand trap right here, called Ash Blossom Enjoy Spring. What it does is, when a card or effect is activated, that includes the following effects of adding a card from the deck to the hand, sending a card from the deck to the graveyard, and special summoning a card from the deck. You can discard your Ash Blossom Enjoy Spring and negate the effect. And this doesn't have to be with monsters, this can be with spells and traps as well, which is why Ash is very helpful. With that being said, let me know if you guys want me to teach you guys pendulums. I know pendulums no one really uses them, but it's still good to learn. And with that, I will be ending the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram, like and subscribe, and leave a comment and give me some ideas. And by all means, please join the Discord. And for the 25th that I've been talking about for a while, I will be allowing people to borrow some of my decks for free, and the entry is free as well. I'll give you more updates on Saturday. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Later.